we're back again with another video, guys, and today we gotta talk about the 8 free moment cards that we're going to be getting in NBA 2K22 My Team. Now, before we do get started, I want to know down below in the comments right now, what players do you think deserve a moments card? Maybe you want to see a Jimmy Buckets, maybe Jordan Poole, maybe somebody else. Just let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to also leave a like right now on the video if you like seeing free dark matters and content like this, and make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, that way you don't miss any future videos. And let's get right into it. So basically, 2K ended up releasing the NBA playoffs round 1 agendas, and right here you guys can see there's a lot of them already, and you want to already get started with these. That way when the players are available, you end up getting every single one. And this time 2K is going to be releasing 8 free moment cards. You guys can see the pack right there. There's going to be 8 of them. Last time they ended up doing the free dark matter Trae Young, and that one had 4 players. We had 3 pink diamonds and a dark matter, but this time we're going to be getting 8 free moment cards, and I'm assuming we might end up seeing maybe a couple dark matters. I'm hoping we also see some Galaxy Opals too, because we've already seen some amazing performances. And so if you want to make sure that you end up getting those 8 free cards right there, you want to make sure that you start doing the agendas. Basically, this pack right here, the 8 cards, is going to be available as soon as the round 1 is complete. And so once round 1 is over and we know all the winners, we're going to be able to claim that right there, and 2K is going to continue releasing more agendas. That's why I'm telling you right now, you want to get started on these. We've seen some amazing performances already with like Jimmy Butler. You know, he had 45 points. You know, the Grizzlies and the Warriors, they've been doing their thing as well. And basically, you guys can see there's a bunch of agendas already. And I don't want you guys to be like at the last minute trying to get all these done, because a lot of people did that last time for Dark Matter Trae Young, and they had to do even more work than they probably would have done had they just done it as they came out. And if you guys did end up doing the Dark Matter Trae Young, then you know exactly how it goes down. You end up completing all the agendas, and then you end up getting the pack, which this time for that one, there was 4 players, and then obviously it was 3 pink diamonds, and then we had the free Dark Matter Trae Young. I ended up doing a gameplay on him. Definitely go check out that video if you haven't already. But it's gonna be the same thing. You end up doing all the agendas, and instead of getting 4 cards, we're gonna be getting 8 cards, and I'm hoping that we do end up getting a couple dark matters, since obviously 4 and then 8, that's like double the players. And so hopefully we do end up seeing some Galaxy Opals too. We're going to be going over some players that I want to see get added, just because, you know, there's a lot of potential, and we've already seen some amazing performances in round 1. And so this right here, guys, I'm just here to let you know that you definitely do want to get started with these. I'm going to give you guys some tips as well on how to do the challenges. That way you can get them done right away. The sooner you get these done, the easier it's going to be for you. That way, as 2K continues to release more agendas, you'll just be caught up with every single one. And then you can also end up making some MT, like for example Jimmy Butler. He might have some value right now on the auction house, and you can sell it. There's certain teams that definitely require players, like for example the Grizzlies. You got to win with 5 of them. You know, they might go up a little bit in price and stuff like that. So if you do have some of these cards, or maybe some of the players that you think are going to be doing well in the playoffs, especially for round 1, you might want to, you know, take a look at those and then sell them as the agendas come out. And right now I do want to talk about some players that I do want to see get added. Now, like I mentioned, you know, Jimmy Butler, he had 45 points. I wouldn't mind seeing a dark matter. My boy Paulino right here came through with a beautiful card, and I mean, for 45 points, I feel like if the Heat do end up advancing, which is looking like that's gonna end up happening, we'll probably end up seeing a dark matter Jimmy Butler. I feel like he's definitely, you know, a player that 2K would want to give a dark matter to. And now remember, it is going to be based on the winning teams, and so the teams that end up losing, they are not going to be getting a moments card. And so we might see a Jimmy Buckets, because I do feel like the Heat are gonna advance. Same with the Warriors. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing a Jordan Poole. My boy right here once again came through with a beautiful card. I don't know what it is about Poole, but right here though, man, he has been, you know, just doing his thing. He's going to the next level, and the Warriors definitely lucked out on getting him. And so Jordan Poole could end up getting a moment. You know, maybe we see him, maybe we see somebody else. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a dark matter, the same way we did with dark matter Trae Young. And then another player that I wouldn't mind seeing is, you know, gonna be my boy Ingram. Even though the Suns are looking like they'll probably end up winning, even though at the moment it is tied 1-1. You know, Devin Booker, we don't know if he's gonna be able to play the whole series and so on. So who knows who's gonna end up winning there. If, you know, the Pelicans win, maybe we see an Ingram. If the Suns win, maybe we see a CP3, maybe a Booker, maybe somebody else. And also, you guys already know what Tatum ended up doing. He had that game winner. That series is going to be amazing, by the way, the Celtics and the Nets. It already is amazing. And so I wouldn't mind seeing a dark matter Tatum if they do end up winning. Obviously, if the Celtics take it home. But if the Nets, you know, come back and win it as well, we could maybe see a Kevin Durant. Maybe we see a Kyrie Irving. Maybe we see somebody else. They can always go with like a random player as well when it comes to these moments, because you guys saw that last time with the dark matter Trae Young. We had 3 pink diamonds and then dark matter Trae. And so I'm hoping we do end up seeing some beautiful cards like this. Again, my boy Paulino right here came through with some beautiful cards. He actually had some players already in mind. You know, we talked about Tatum, Brandon Ingram, Jimmy Butler, Jordan Poole. but also other players have been doing their thing, you know, like Jalen, he did his thing as well. And you guys already know, when it comes to sports, you never know what's gonna happen. Right now though, I'm letting you know that you do want to start doing these agendas if you do want to end up getting those 8 players right there, and then depending on the winning teams, that's going to determine the players that we do end up seeing in that pack right there, which once again is going to be containing all 8 of them. You're going to get all 8 players in that pack. And again, that is going to be available once round 1 is over. You guys can see right here, new moment agendas added until the end of round 1. And so once round 1 is over, we end up getting 8 moment cards based on the winning teams. And then you do want to just make sure that you keep up to date with all of these. That way at the end, when they're available, you just got to do the final ones that they end up adding for the final day. And now the thing is though, some of these series are definitely going to be going to game 7. Like for example, the Celtics and the Nets. Some of them are going to be ending a lot sooner, like the Warriors and the Nuggets. I'm going to give you guys my predictions for round 1. You guys can let me know down in the comments as well who you guys think is going to be winning. Let's just cover round 1 for now. And so right now we got the Suns and the Pelicans. I still think the Suns take it, even though obviously they got to stay healthy. But I think the Suns doing the winning, even though I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the Pelicans, you know, do their thing too. When it comes to the Mavericks and the Jazz, it really depends again on injuries. Luka right now, if he comes back and dominates, I think the Mavericks take it. It just depends again on injuries. Those two right there, it depends on a lot. When it comes to the Warriors and Nuggets, I think the Warriors are going to win easily. So we'll definitely be seeing a Warriors player. And when it comes to the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves, I still think the Grizzlies do end up taking that series. That one could go to 7. I'm kind of hoping it does though, because I've been enjoying that series too. So maybe the Grizzlies win. Again, let me know your predictions. When it comes to, you know, the other teams, let's go with the Nets as, you know, the winners. Even though the Celtics have been doing their thing too. But I'm a Lakers fan, so, you know, I got to go with the Nets, I suppose. And then the Bucks and Bulls, that one's pretty easy. It's going to be the Bucks. We might end up seeing maybe a moment's Giannis. Maybe he ends up winning finals MVP like he did last year. Maybe it's Devin Booker. Maybe it's Steph Curry. We'll see. Obviously, this is just round 1. When it comes to the Sixers and Raptors, I feel like the Sixers obviously have that one too, unfortunately. Hopefully, you know, Scotty Barnes gets healthy too. And then the Heat and Hawks, I got to give it to Miami. They're going to end up winning. And so we could definitely be seeing some really good players from the Suns. Maybe we see CP3 Devin Booker from the Mavericks. Maybe a Luka from the Warriors. I feel like Jordan Poole makes sense. Maybe Klay Thompson or Wiggins. When it comes to the Grizzlies, it could be anybody. I don't think we'll see a John Morant, so it could be anybody else on the team. When it comes to Miami, I think they'll probably end up going with Jimmy Buckets. The 76ers, that one's going to be interesting too, because there's definitely a lot of options. I don't think they'll do Embiid unless they do, you know, later on in the rounds. And then with the Bucks, again, it could be anybody. Don't think it'll be Giannis, but who knows. And then the Nets, they can definitely pick any player. I don't think they'll do Kevin Durant right away. Maybe we see a Kyrie. Maybe we end up seeing somebody else. Maybe Ben Simmons comes back. Who knows? Or maybe the Celtics take it and Tatum ends up getting one. We'll see what happens. But those are my predictions right now for round 1. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And just like last time, 2K ended up doing it the following day once it was over. So once, you know, the final team ends up winning in round 1, the following day, we should be getting those 8 free moment cards. And I do want to show you guys exactly how to go about these challenges. That way you can get them done fast, easy, and you don't waste that much time. The first thing that I want to show you guys is obviously going to be domination. You can go against the Knicks, maybe another team, and you want to go into rookie difficulty, because in this one right here, every single 3-pointer is going to go in, and anything you need, you can get done right away. For example, the 45 points with Jimmy Butler, you can do it. You can add the 5 Grizzlies players that you need. You know, you can just basically do a lot of them all at once, and rookie domination is going to be the best bet, at least early on when there's a lot of challenges. Later on, once you do start having to maybe win a game with, you know, 5 Warriors, or maybe, you know, 10 Warriors, depending the teams that do end up winning, you can also go into the challenges. And when it comes to stuff like that, you can also end up doing those. For example, right here, you guys can see the zero gravity challenge. This one right here ends as soon as you end up getting 5 dunks. And so later on, as round 1 continues, there might be a challenge where, say, for example, you know, the Warriors end up winning the series, and maybe you got to finish again with like 7 players from the Warriors, and then you can do this challenge right here. So there's definitely other options that you can go after, but the main one though, at least in the beginning, is going to be rookie domination. That way you just get all the points, all the rebounds, all the double doubles, anything you need to do, you can get it done right there in one game. And then as the season goes on with the round 1, you can end up doing the other challenges and other challenges. And so those two are probably like the 2 best ones you can definitely go after. There's obviously, you know, some games out here that do go up to like 50 points. You can definitely do some other stuff stuff as well. For example, this one right here goes up to 50, and so say for example you gotta score, you know, a certain amount of points with a player, you can definitely do that too. Even though domination is still gonna be the best bet, especially if you have to do a lot of challenges all at once. And I'm definitely gonna get started on these because last time when it came to Trae Young, I started doing them, and then once the final agendas were out, it literally only took me like one game, and I ended up getting the free dark matter Trae, and then the other players too. And so right now, guys, you definitely do want to get started with these. You know, score the points you need, win the games you need to win as well, and then just make sure that you do end up doing the agendas. You do have to do every single one right here that you do end up seeing, and then 2K is still going to continue releasing more agendas for some other free stuff like badges, tokens, MT, and so on. And then once round 1 is over, you do end up getting the 8 free packs right there once you end up completing all the agendas. And so make sure that you stay up to date with all of this right here, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up, that way you know that the agendas are already available, and we're gonna be getting more. And then once everything is done for round 1, you do end up getting that pack with 8 moment cards. And so definitely get started on those, that way you're not, you know, waiting until the last minute to get everything done. That way it's a lot easier, and you don't have to like really go through that much of a hassle to get it done. And so we're gonna call it right here, guys, with this video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see as a future moments card, because we're gonna be getting 8 of them. I showed you guys some players that I do want to see, and it really just comes down to who ends up winning. And so this will be this video right here, guys. If you like seeing free stuff and you want to get some free dark matters and everything, then you know what to do. Leave a like right on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, comment down below. And if you guys do want to check out some more videos, 3 are popping up on the screen. Check out the pack opening I did with the new packs. It's so easy to pull a dark matter in those packs, it's crazy. Go check it out. Check out the new login codes we ended up getting for some more free stuff, and then check out the dark matter Trae Young. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Flexing with the bill, roses in my wallet, and I'm flexing it for real. Racks and racks and racks, I look like rookie of the year.